Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Saki here, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. And when we last left off, Event 1 went really well for Falco and Enrica. Lara. Pretty good for our brand new driver right out of the box. You know what? We don't need to favorite you anymore because you are in our stable. We're working on improving the parts, getting the car all set up from our first race in Vancouver. What I want to do this episode on the management side is just get Falco's parts to where they're serviceable and then focus on Enrica's car a bit so she doesn't have to spend as much time on pit road. Looking at our next race in Dubai, the tire wear is very low, so we'll probably go with the super softs. The fuel burn is a medium, and we just have to worry about our brakes and our engine because everyone's rear spoiler is stock. So that should be good. Let's go ahead and continue. There we go. Car repair is complete. So let's focus on seeing what parts we're improving. So 71, 72, 70. I want to try to get these up to 80 if we can, and then we'll swap these parts for Enrica's. Looking at the sponsor, we have 3 offers available for slot 2. So we've got an upfront payment of $500,000 with another $600,000 on top of it, and I think, of course, no brainer, that's what we are going to do. Thank you, Brutus Tires, for your patronage. Good sirs. So sponsor is signed. We have slot 5 coming up after next race, then slot 3, then slot 1, and then we should be okay to last until our fixed payment sponsors come through. In the meantime, with our 17 million, though, we're losing 2.4 per race. I don't know if it's time to work on the dodgy parts just yet. Let's see what the cost is going to be. We know average everything, and it shows we're still the weakest on medium speed corners, so it's the cheapest of the group. I think we can afford to do that. First of all, medium corners plus 20. I don't want to get caught out in a bad situation, so that would make the suspension at a 477. We'll just build those parts for 200 grand, use some of that money for good, and then we'll just go a few days. Oh, my adaptability. Whose adaptability? Erg, have you seen the article? They said a dodo is more adaptable than me. A dodo. I mean, I don't really get the analogy, but I'm assuming it's supposed to be insulting. What do you think? Are they right? So, no, you're great, and she gets happy, or prove them wrong, and she likes changing conditions. Well, I think, based on what we had real no changing conditions, as far as like rain and things like that. Let's make you happy. So what is that going to do for you? It is a timed for 20 weeks, 30% morale. And that's good. You know, maybe she'll drive a little bit better with some higher morale. Okay, let's go a couple days and see where we are in the reliability front. So 73, 76, 77, still working to get to that 80. It's a birthday. Oh, and it's our backup driver. A card will do. I mean, we're not going to spend a lot of money on our reserve driver that's just sitting there doing a whole lot of nothing. New staff center for Grand Slam. That's all well and good. How are the parts now? Close enough. Let's go ahead and get all of these gone and then start working on the reliability for Lara. And we want a complete repair. No. Not performance. Not performance, man. What are you doing? You're crazy now. There we go. So let's see if we can get all of the reliability up here. Both have the same impact, so we will work on that throughout the rest of the race. Designing the suspension is done. So what do we want to do with that brand new suspension? I think it wouldn't be bad to start building that up. That will be our best suspension by far. So we'll work on that performance in the meantime, but really focus on reliability. So we can work on getting that up and then work on the reliability once our cars are good to finish a race for once. That should be nice. All right, 62% coming up well. I do like that. A helipad qualifying. What now? Report on Dubai. No rain. And a luxury item would be good, looking at our sponsorship. But we're only sitting at a 3, so a helipad really wouldn't do us a whole lot of good, now would it? Seems like a waste of money to me. All right, so the GT Championship is running in Rio. Good job, Sophie Sevilla. I tell you, this driver is on point. If we could somehow get her, that would be amazing. But then again, she probably wouldn't want to come down to a lower series, so there is that. All right, we are off to Dubai. Chapman is about ready to retire. Sorry, Harry. And we'll be ready to go. Do I think we can get third or better? Last race we didn't. So I think I'm going to play it safe one more week. If it looks like we're just starting to dominate, then we will start taking this third or above while we have it. Part fitting should be good. They should have their good parts. And we managed to get Laura up to 73%, which is not bad. She won't spend as much time on pit road. That is outstanding. So everything looks good. I will see you after qualifying. Another qualifying session in the books. Falco qualified 4th, Enrique qualified 7th, and as you can see, we decided to go with the soft tires in Q2. They both made the top 10 in Q2, which will allow us to actually have a set of, well, you can't see them here, but an extra set of super softs at the ready, which is pretty good. We're absolutely filled up, so we only need about 4 or 5 laps of fuel when pit stops come around, so I think we'll be able to do a lot of good stuff here. Now, I don't know why Falco has just good speed balance and not excellent speed balance. That is interesting indeed. We can do great, great, great. Let's do that, and then the excellent was actually 1 tick that way, so I think that would be good. We'll go ahead and do that one. Sweet. So, we're not stripping any parts, but Enrique's car is pretty good. Let's go ahead and start the race and see where we shake out. Everyone else is going to be on these chewed up super softs. So, I mean, that should play into our favor once we get going. That the, no, we don't want to go high. We want to push the tires, not the engine. Not yet. But we should be okay as far as tire wear is concerned. As this race goes on, our tires will be better than those worn out super softs, and we should be able to make a charge. There goes Falco blocking 4th place. Outstanding. Enrica is in the middle 3 wide, fighting amongst herself, but still maintaining. Once the leaders' tires really start falling off, I think we can actually stay out a few extra laps and make the most of clean air. Although, depending on how much of a difference soft tires are versus super softs, that will be the kicker. And it looks like all of these super soft tires behind us are passing us. But this is really what we kind of expected based on last season and whatnot. All of these guys are probably pushing hard. They're going to be chewing through their tires and pitting soon. And we'll actually be in a better spot, I think, making less pit stops than they are. And one less pit stop is like 30 to 45 seconds on the track. So I think we are in a better spot, even though our tires are not super softs. They will be better than worn up, chewed up super softs, as you can see there. Falco making the charge. Yes, you can. You just did. I don't want to hear that. Drivers all complaining about how they can't get past as they are passing the car in front of them. All right, we'll go to a neutral. Right now, we don't want to chew up these soft tires. We want to make them last just a bit and give our 2 super soft runs the most bang for their buck here. So sitting in 8th, I think we are okay, although Enrica might get chewed up by these regular soft tires behind us. But as long as Falco can hold his racing line here and block for his teammate, that would be amazing. And as you can see, 9th place Naito is using up all of his tires, really struggling to get around, and we should see pit stops soon, at least for the leaders. We don't have to come down quite yet. Now, we're not going to go to conserve mode on the tires, even though our tires are warmed up just a bit. We are going to play it safe and just sort of go the distance. You know, we're not going to be on these tires forever, but if we can get a split stint of super soft tires, the better, and preferably the least amount of time on those super softs to get the most out of them as far as speed and wear is concerned. So I'm anticipating pit stops soon. If we can stretch out just a few laps, as soon as they hit pit road, I'm going to turn up both drivers. But I mean, they're neck and neck, heel to toe. Yeah, the car in front of us is pitting. We're going to start to see some tire wear. I think for Falco, what we're going to do is go ahead and have him attack the whole way out. Really use up these soft tires and get the most out of it with clean track in front of him. We'll pit Falco 1 lap earlier than Enrica. Although, to be honest, it should be the other way around now that I think about it. We want Falco to have the longest time on super softs, but we're, 14, 15 laps per tire maybe? No, that's not right. Math. How you do? So 10 laps per, I think, would be good enough. All right, so Falco's really going to push this next time. Enrica can hold off. I think we'll do, let's see, 20 laps to go, 10 and 10. Or do we want to split it 9 and 9? We'll go around one more time with Falco and really start hounding Bozu here. I know you're starting to see a lot of tire wear. Go ahead and just do a push. We'll come around next time and pit. 20% should be enough to get through the lap here. And then we'll put on a fresh set of super softs. Fuel, we can go ahead and get up to lap 22 or so, and that'll be the last time we have to pit for fuel. A nice balanced pit stop should be the name of the game. And we're really starting to close up. You know what, Falco, just attack as much as you can on these tires. Then we will pit Enrica on the next time around. And we should be good. 13%. We are getting everything out of these tires we possibly can and closing the gap on Bozu. So indeed, this is going to be right on time as far as Falco is concerned. Falco on pit road. There goes Enrica by. Time to put her on those super soft tires. We need to get you to lap 18, lap 20. Should do it. 11 seconds and a nice balanced pit stop for you as well. So Falco on pit road. Jack is up. Tires are complete. Refueling is done. Falco should be down and away. And let's just push these soft tires for now, the super softs. All right, Enrica, go ahead and attack as much as you can. On those super softs, get as much gap as you can out of this, and you will be down on pit road shortly, my dear. All right, so let's take a look at Falco and where he is sitting. He is amongst 16th, 15th. We've dropped out of the sponsor objective, but that's fine. Let's just do a neutral run here. He should chew up these guys in front of him as far as tire wear and speed is concerned. Hopefully he can find some good passing opportunities here. And Enrica, we can go ahead and turn you to a push for now. Matter of fact, you can just do the neutral as well. So just by sheer amount of tire wear and speed alone, we should be able to get around these cars. Hopefully the ones in front of us pit soon. We're going to make up some good spots there. So we really need to make it to lap 18 or so on these tires, assuming we can go 10 laps, which we should be able to. The leaders have chosen to take just regular softs this time around. So they're sort of doing the inverse strategy that we were, having a slower medium stint in lieu of a faster stint. Lap 13, 74 and 82, so looking good as far as that's concerned. I was hoping Falco could chew up Omura here. Let's go ×4 and see if he can close that gap. We're going to be fine until... yeah, that was a terrible place to use your boost. Luckily, we've got that 99% harvest rate, so we should get more boost than not. So Falco is going through. We've passed Vozu, which was sort of our ultimate goal. our benchmark, as it were. If we can get past Volu, we knew we made up spots on pit road. I know you're flying through tires, but you're not pushing, so that's fine. Yeah, Omura is being a little bit difficult, but we only have to go 3 more laps or so. There goes Falco around Omura. That's what I'm talking about. Lara is holding station here. Yeah, I don't want to slow Lara down. Tanaka is pitting for repairs on pit road, and that's something that I don't think that we have to do. So we've got 2 laps until we can go 10 and 10. So that makes me feel really good about our super soft strategy. We just need these tires to last a little bit more. I think Falco is sort of pushing the limit here on what his tires can do. Go ahead and conserve your tires there, Falco. We want you to make it 1 more lap. We'll let Omura go by, and he's on those chewed up tires, but he is pitting this time. Yes, we do have a strategy to get past Omura. It's called go around another lap while he pits. That should be fine. So there we go, and Falco should be coming down this time. And we shouldn't have to pit or for fuel. Parts are looking good. A 3-second pit stop. This is where we are going to make our money. Go ahead and attack this time, if you please, Falco. Get everything you can out of these soft tires. We should be able to chew up a little bit of the lead. And then we're really going to have to conserve with Lara as she has to come around 1 more time. All right, so Falco will be on pit road this time. Let's watch Lara. There we go. She is going to pit next time by for her last set of super softs. We don't have to pit for fuel. Parts are actually looking good. A nice balanced pit stop there. And Lara, go ahead and push this whole lap, if you please. Mistake on the tires, unfortunately. That is terrible indeed. Nope, Falco. Just go with a neutral for now. And he came out 13th, which is not bad. Lara's holding station in 5th and pitting this time with the rest of these guys. So there we go, Lara on pit road. Hopefully the tire changer doesn't have another mistake. Down and away, good. That is definitely good to see. And let's just do a neutral for there as well. So Naito has pitted. He's made his last pit stop, but we've got the fresher tires. We're going to be fighting side by side with Naito, I believe. I believe that was the relegated team coming from the upper leagues. So we need to stay in touch with him, at least to the point where he burns off his tires. And since we didn't have to, frickin' bottleneck here, around a slow car, can we get a twofer? I mean, we are fighting hard in traffic here. 7 laps to go. Everyone else is on chewed up soft tires. Hopefully we can make up these spots from pit road. And Naito is really pushing hard. It seems that he is churning through those tires really well. Let's use our boost. Can we get to his inside? We can. Terrible spot for it, though. I know, Falco, you're just going to have to overtake him. What do you want me to do about it? You're the driver. Do something. All right, some more people are pitting for repairs. Hopefully we can run Naito out of performance. If he has to pit, that would be amazing. Yes, his car is going to break. We don't have to worry about that. Use your boost there, Falco. Don't go to the outside. What are you doing, man? Nope, you don't have engine problems. You're fine. Get that inside groove. There you go, Falco. Push. So yeah, Naito's car is probably about to explode. That's what it looks like anyway. Falco's running his fastest laps of the race, really hounding him. Hopefully that car breaks. That would be pretty amazing stuff. Falco is really hounding him. Fastest lap of the race for Falco. With 4 laps to go, 47% on the tires. We can't afford to push the tires. We can't really afford to push the engine either, so our bed is made. This is where we're going. Looks like Partinen had the best strategy. I know fuel is piling up, but your engine performance is lacking there, Falco. We can't push you. So 3 laps to go, 36%. We just sort of need to keep pushing on Naito. He's pitting. Nope, don't look. Don't worry about the parts. So Naito is going to drop back tremendously. We're going to get that top 3 spot. It's just a question of can our tires last these last couple of laps. So we've got quite the gap now. I think we can conserve the tires a bit. Make sure that we actually last these last couple laps. For Lara, we should be good. But although I don't want to push her until the last lap. But I mean, 30% in 1 lap. Go ahead and push there, Lara. And then Falco, 15% for the final lap. Let's just go ahead and push out here. No, we're not going to catch him. There's no sense in really pushing Falco's tires. Matter of fact, yeah, go back to conserve. You're fine. And Lara's really pushing. Go ahead and try an overtake there, Lara. See if you can get some points up. So there we go. Falco will come across 3rd. Lara will come across 5th. A very nice day. Very nice day indeed. A 3rd and a 5th. And by the time our parts are done, I think we'll be able to really start stripping some performance. So Partanen wins from Grand Slam. I think that was a relegated team. And Naito dropped back to 15th. So saving that extra pit stop was definitely the way to go. We didn't have any dodgy parts, so we don't have to worry about any penalties coming down. Who got fastest lap of the race, I wonder? And were there any dodgy parts on the leaders? No, so Partanen with Grand Slam has really opened up. Pole position bonus, fastest lap bonus. The relegated team is doing well. But we are on the podium, 3rd place. And we are leading the Drivers' Championship. So Falco is now the Drivers' leader. And we are tied with 1st with Vittorio Corsa for the Constructors' Championship. So that is an amazing race. I do like the looks of that. We are sitting pretty. We are sitting really well in this early part of the season. If we can get that medium speed corner part up, that would help us out in Germany. And I know Germany is coming up soon, if I remember my schedule. So driver morale is peaked. Did Lara improve her stats? Yeah, by 2 percentage points there, 1 percentage points there. Pretty good. Of course, our team chairman is happy. We should have took the 3rd. In hindsight, of course, it's 2020. So looking at the next race, and that is Germany. Now, I don't think our medium speed corners are good enough because they are absolutely crucial. Qualifying for a rain for qualifying, cloudy for the race, very low tire wear. We could run softs in practice. But man, rain during qualifying, so that is going to be interesting. In the interim, I'm going to work on building up that suspension piece. Pit crew is looking okay. Do I want to sit out anyone? I think, one of the tire changers, Inko Mata, needs to sit out a bit. Can we hire another good tire changer? Shima looks pretty decent. Let's hire Shima, shall we? I know it's 200 grand in the bank, but if we can swap in Shima for Azamizu, I think that would pay dividends. Let's take a look at our mail before we end. Car condition update, yes indeedy. Interview, yes we can. Parnett. Who wouldn't want Parnett? I mean, she's okay. She wouldn't be bad. But it's a 9-month, so hopefully she'll be interested continuing on. Pit crew, we had 1 mistake, 2.8 seconds. Pit blunder. Hands. Oh, so Kaluza had a pit blunder. Interesting. Okay, so that's going to do it for me in this episode of Motorsport Manager. Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking pretty good as far as the standings go. Falco is leading the points, which is awesome. And we're tied for Constructors' Championship, so can't get much better than that. But that's going to do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Motorsport Manager video. Take care.